Luffy electing to no shield. He's going to put all his faith in Shadow Electivire. Cleaning up this battle. These confusions are going to absolutely chunk. We know Registeel is in the back, so lowering our defense isn't going to make a difference as Registeel offers absolutely fucking no fast move pressure. In comes the big tin can. Our 2 wild charges going to be enough to knock this big motherfucker out. First one coming through. It does big damage. Second wild charge coming through. Get fucking wrecked, Registeel. See you fucking later. So, today's video, we have got another Shoutcast, one of my favourite members of the community, the Black Luffy 92. He's a fellow content creator. Make sure you go check him out on Twitch and YouTube. I'm going to link both of them down below. He's a very elite battler, often hits 35 plus 100 ELO, so you already know that he's good. But the fun thing about Luffy is he don't use basic bitch meta teams. He's running stuff like this. We've got Electivire, Victreebel, and Lapras in the Open Ultra League, and as always he goes on an absolute tear up with it. So buckle up, enjoy the show, and get ready for some absolute boom moments. So in game 1 we lead Shadow Electivire into Aggron. Shout out to this opponent because he already knows what's up. He's hunting Walrein and Talonflame. You love to see it, but we are going for back-to-back wild charges. Aggron is fairly bulky, but Shadow Electivire hits like an absolute truck. First wild charge, gets the shield. Second wild charge, lands, does huge damage. We now snipe with Victreebel. Aggron had absolutely no idea what was coming. They now come in to Toxicroak. Toxicroak does release Razor Leaf. However, someone forgot to tell Toxicroak that because these Razor Leaves are absolutely chunking. We shield up the Mud Bomb. We are going straight for the Acid Spray debuff. So if the Razor Leaf already wasn't chunking, now it really is going to start chunking. The Toxicroak is going to get to one more move. Luffy is going to shield this up and elect to commit to the Razor Leaf farm down. What is in the back? In the back is an Empoleon. These Razor Leaves are neutral. This Leaf Blade is also neutral, but high Empoleon, bye Penguin, get fucking wrecked, and we're off to a 1-0 start. GG's, and thanks for playing. Great recognition there from Luffy. If you're coming into a counter user against Victreebel, you definitely do not have a good response. Luffy double shielded it, and the Penguin in the back got absolutely wrecked. Moving on into battle number 2. We lead Shadow Electivire into Kanto Mark. This is a pretty neutral matchup. You can see that these poison jabs are absolutely chunking. This, I think, is just a Thunder Punch, but Luffy is electing to shield. It would have been a resisted Thunder Punch, but let's not kid ourselves. Shadow Electivire can't take a hit for shit. We are going for the bait of Ice Punch. The opponent calls the bait. Luffy is once again building up to back-to-back moves, and this time his countering is immaculate. We catch the resisted Thunder Punch on Shadow Victreebel. They now come into Crobat. This is absolutely dreadful. It resists all of our moves, so Luffy is just going to elect to no shield. The opponent throws right away, which is advantageous for us as they could have just committed to the farm down. However, they did not, so now Lapras is sitting in a great spot. This is going to be a Poison Fang, lowering our defense. However, Lapras is so bulky. Luffy's going to build up as much energy as he can. It looks like the Crobat is going to throw one more Poison Fang, and we should elect to commit to the farm down. Luffy actually gets the Crobat super low, and we snipe with Electivire. We bank all that energy, and now Electivire is absolutely loaded, so is Lapras. First wild charge, gets rid of the Muck. What's in the back? It looks like a fighting type. I imagine it probably is Machamp or Surfetched. It is Machamp. First wild charge, draws the shield, and we are sitting in a really tricky spot. This Surf will draw the final shield. However, one Surf isn't enough to KO Shadow Machamp in the Ultra League. So despite Luffy making all the plays, we are going to lose this battle. GG's to the opponent. You can see safe switching Shadow Victreebel in the Ultra League can be absolutely brutal. I do think the opponent kind of misplayed that mid-game. If you got a Crobat against a Victreebel, just commit to the farm down. Moving on into the next battle, we see Samurott in the lead. These waterfalls are absolutely shredding. Once again, we elect to build up a boatload of energy and catch the Hydro Cannon on Shadow Vic. Once again, we're immediately hard counter with a Talonflame. They're looking to incinerate down. We do make a last-minute Leaf Blade, but this is double resisted. The opponent shits their pants. They shield up, which is a bit strange. Now we come back in with Electivire. We've got almost back-to-back wild charges. Second wild charge draws the shield. The opponent still hasn't thrown any energy. Fuck knows what they're doing, but Luffy is going to capitalise. Wild charge absolutely nukes the bird out of the sky. And now we've got Samurott and whatever's in the back versus a 2-shield Lapras. We are going to have to be mindful of the potential Mega Horn. The opponent baits us with a Hydro Cannon. You hate to see it. Luffy is going to build up as much energy as he can and get rid of this Samurott with a resisted Surf. Surf takes care of Samurott. In the back is a Umbreon. Umbreon Lapras is pretty boring. We're both super bulky. However, we can shield this first move up, which is a Dark Pulse. And now we can boost our defense with a Skull Bash. Skull Bash will land the big damage. You can see that the Shadow variant of Lapras is really oppressive. The Ice Shards are absolutely chunking the bulkiest mon in the league, and it's still super bulky itself. The Dark Pulse does absolutely fuck all. This Skull Bash is going to be enough to boom this Umbreon back to its Pokeball. GG's and thanks for playing. Another impressive dub there from Luffy. You can see the opponent in the mid game made a few mistakes, shielding up the Leaf Blade, obviously absolutely petrified of Shadow Vic, and they obviously lost track of how much energy our Electivire had. Moving on into the next battle, we lead Shadow Electivire into Venusaur. We can hit them for super effective with Ice Punch, however this is Ultra League, and to be honest that Ice Punch did more damage than I was expecting. We're going to have to shield up absolutely everything here, as Frenzy Plant would probably one-shot us. Let's see if Luffy attempts to make a catch himself. The opponent switches out into an Emboar. Holy crap, that is a spicy pick. So it looks like the Season of Spice is back upon us. We draw a shield with the Ice Punch, and now we are going straight for the Wild Charge. Is the opponent willing to double shield? Yes, they are. And it's a CMP tie. Absolute best case scenario for us. We can now put our Lapras onto this Fire type. We have already seen that they've got Rock Slide, so Luffy is going straight for the Surf, not wanting to burn any shields. Surf coming through. We get some lag. It still knocks out the Fire type. What is the opponent going to come in with? They come back in with their Venusaur. Luffy looks to make a catch on the Shadow Vic, and now we're hard punished once again with a Charizard. We are looking to go for the Acid Spray. This Acid Spray will mean that one Surf is going to be enough to knock out, but this Charizard is going to be absolutely loaded. We're not going to be able to shield up this Blast Burn because we know that Venusaur has got a move banked. We tank the Blast Burn, we knock this Charizard out with a Surf, and now it's going to be Ice Shard versus Vine Whip. Who is going to win? Back in comes Venusaur. Lapras stands tall. The big thick boy with its huge shell wins that battle. GG's to the opponent. So with the new water event, Lapras is back in raid. So if you don't have one for Ultra League, I'd highly recommend getting yourself out there raiding and getting one, because Lapras is a monster. Moving on into this next battle, we see Registeel versus Electivire. Obviously, we have to be mindful of all the charge moves, but this is a matchup Electivire likes. They offer absolutely no fast move pressure. They save switch into Swampert. Hi Swampert, bye Swampert. You are straight in, straight out. Victreebel absolutely chunks. They've got a Confusion Cresselia in the back. We're going straight for a Leaf Blade. A Leaf Blade draws the shield, and the opponent is going to look to commit to the Confusion Farm Down. We've got a loaded Electivire, but obviously our Lapras doesn't want to see Registeel, so we come in with Lapras. Let's see if they're on Grass Knot. They are on Grass Knot. Lapras can survive too, but with the Confusion damage, the second one will be enough to knock out. We are going for a Surf. The opponent draws their final shield. We're now sitting in a great spot. There's no point in shielding up this Lapras. It's all going to be on Electivire. We come back in with the Electivire. We're building up to back-to-back Wild Charge. Is Wild Charge enough to knock out the bulky Cresselia? Yes, it is. Now with a shield, we're going to need to get to 2 or 3 Wild Charges. First Wild Charge coming through against the big Tin Can, and it does huge damage. This second Wild Charge is going to be enough to knock out, and Luffy saves a shield for Season 12. GG's and thanks for playing. Electivire on an absolute tear up in that battle. Holy smokes. Even in the Ultra League where Mon are probably at their bulkiest, nothing fancies taking a Wild Charge to the face. Moving on into the next battle, we see Surfetched in the lead. These counters are going to absolutely chunk us. We're both building up energy, and we are going for a bait of an Ice Punch. Is the opponent going to call the bait? They are not. They shit their pants and shield it up. We sneak a Thunder Shock in, so Luffy can elect to shield this up. He actually just allows it to go down, and we come into Victreebel. These Razor Leafs are absolutely chunking. They're not at enough energy for a Brave Bird. So we elect to no-shield. They hit us with a close combat. Holy crap, resisted close combat. Did so much damage. They now save switch into a Bomber Snow, and we've got a 2-shielded Lapras. Luffy is going to shield up the potential Energy Ball. Great shield from us. And now we are going straight for this Skull Bash. Is the opponent willing to burn their final shield? No, they are not. Skull Bash knocks it out. And in the back, there is a Galarian Stunfisk. With our boosted defense, we are going to be able to survive 2 Rock Slides. You can see the Rock Slides don't actually do that much, despite us being a Shadow, and these Surfs hit back 4 super effective. Our Ice Shard is also neutral. It is going to take one more surf, 2 knockouts. So all we've got to do is get to the back-to-back surfs, and this game should be absolutely over. This surf is going to draw the opponent's final shield, and can Lapras make the last minute surf? We're getting low on HP. Luffy quickly swaps into Vic. 1 Razor Leaf, Leaf Blade coming through. High Stunfisk, by Stunfisk, and Vic cleans up this battle. Yet another impressive dub from Luffy in that one. But holy crap, that close combat caught me off guard from the Surf Edge. But it does make sense to be using close combat, especially now the meta is dominated with the big Tin Can Registeel. So in this battle, we pick up probably the worst lead the team could possibly see. Confusion would hit Victreebel for super effective, and Lapras doesn't want to take a Leaf Blade or a close combat, so we are staying in with Electivire. We are going for the Ice Punch bait. Ice Punch draws the shield. We're looking to get off this Wild Charge, but the opponent makes a great swap. They catch the Wild Charge on Snorlax. We build up a bit more energy and now switch out into Victreebel. We will be able to tank any one move, and then we should commit to the Razor Leaf farm down. We need to make a move should that Gallade return. The opponent is waiting out their timer. Let's see if Gallade should return. I'm looking top right. They actually come in with a Braviary. Holy smokes, the spice is on us, and I have absolutely no idea what this is doing in the Ultra League. Acid Spray does lower their defense. This should mean that this Ice Punch will knock out the Braviary unless they shield. Does the opponent shield it up? Yes, they do. We've now got a win con. We are going to be able to tank any one move from this Braviary. Even if it is a close combat, it will not one-shot. They go for a Rock Slide, and now we've got to knock this Gallade out. We are going to shield up the potential close combat from Gallade, and now we're going to have to look to over-farm. It's going to be 3 confusions to the next move, so we maximise our energy. Surf will be knocking out Gallade, and this next Surf should be enough to knock out. Back in comes the Braviary, and Surf is going to be enough to take this game. GG's, and thanks for playing. What a fun set of battles from the Black Luffy 92. A fantastic content creator. Go check him out on Twitch and YouTube. Both are linked down below. If you'd like your battles featured on the channel, the link to my battle submission form is also down below. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like button. If you're new, consider subscribing, and I will see you all in the next one.